Narcissists are masters at justifying their actions and making you feel wrong for calling them out. Join me as I expose their cunning tactics, empowering you to spot their game and shield yourself from their manipulations. One of the most insidious tactics frequently used by narcissists, often in conjunction with tactic number 4, discussed later, is to shift blame onto you for their abusive actions. Despite being fully aware of their wrongdoing, they avoid taking responsibility and instead try to convince you that your actions somehow provoke their harmful behavior. This manipulative tactic leads you to believe that you have control over the narcissist's actions, fostering the false notion that by adjusting your behavior, you can stop the abuse. Consequently, you may feel fully responsible for the abuse you endure, thinking that you haven't adjusted your behavior correctly to make the narcissist change theirs. They may say things like, "You always know how to push my buttons. If you didn't do X, I wouldn't have reacted this way. And look at what you made me do." These accusations can leave you feeling frustrated for being unjustly blamed for their behavior, and perhaps even guilty for questioning them. The effectiveness of this manipulation tactic is profound. Over time, you may start making excuses for their behavior and defending them when others point out their actions. Believing you caused the abuse will make it incredibly challenging for you to leave them, as you may feel undeserving of being loved and that no one else would ever want you. The truth is, you don't deserve to be abused. You deserve love and the right to live a happy life with a loving partner. It's important to recognize that you have no control over how the narcissist acts or responds. Every action they take, as well as their decision not to take control of their emotions, is a choice they make. While it may be challenging for them to act kindly, they often choose to do so when it suits them. Remember, they have the capacity to treat you with decency and respect, even in moments of disagreement. They just don't care enough about you to be bothered to do so. The next tactic is often employed by deeply insecure narcissists who seek complete control over your life, even down to the smallest decisions you make. They justify their manipulative and hurtful actions by claiming past trauma as the cause. They argue that tracking your every movement is a way of ensuring your safety because they care deeply about you. They contend that their hurtful behaviors are not intentional but automatic reactions triggered by your actions or words as a result of their past. According to them, past trauma makes them victims who cannot control their triggers or responses, and that you should actually feel sorry for them and be more supportive toward them. The aim is to hijack your emotions and force you to feel sympathy for the narcissist while seeing them as helpless victims, even though they abuse you. They may say things like, "I am who I am because of what was done to me. Why can't you be more understanding?" Or, "I was cheated on and struggle to trust people. If you love me, you would want to make me feel safe." This tactic may leave you feeling as though you're not doing enough to help the narcissist, fostering a sense of responsibility for helping them cope with their past trauma. Simultaneously, you may experience confusion and hurt as they justify hurting you based on someone else's actions, especially if it occurred decades ago. It can be perplexing why they hold you responsible for someone else's transgressions, treating you as if you were the one who hurt them, or as you'll commit the same actions by refusing to trust you. The truth is, many people go through trauma, including you, yet not everyone becomes a narcissist or an abuser. Past trauma should never serve as an excuse for harmful behavior. The narcissist actively chooses their actions and has no right to punish you for the wrongs others committed against them. Furthermore, they have no justification for labeling you as untrustworthy through their controlling actions based on someone else's untrustworthiness. Another common tactic closely tied to the previous one is for narcissists to claim that their abusive behaviors stem from their culture, upbringing, or religion. They might assert that it's how things were in their household or how partners traditionally treat each other in their culture. Additionally, they may use religious texts to justify their actions. The goal is to make you believe that their behaviors are widely accepted and practiced by many, implying that you should accept them too. Furthermore, they may suggest that you have no right to call out behaviors deemed acceptable in their culture or approved by a higher power. They may say things like, "This is how things were in my family. It's how we express ourselves. You're too sensitive. You need to learn to handle it like I did." Alternatively, they might claim, "In our faith, it's said that one must assert dominance to maintain order. My actions may seem harsh, but I'm just adhering to the principles laid out in my religious text. It's for your spiritual growth." This tactic can leave you feeling invalidated, as your feelings, boundaries, and beliefs are dismissed while the narcissist upholds their own. It may also create internal conflict, as you question the cultural or religious justifications, struggling to protect yourself without appearing rebellious. Overcoming this tactic is particularly challenging, as you may feel compelled to adhere to the cultural or religious norms imposed upon you, without the right to question these norms. The truth is, abuse is never culturally, socially, or religiously justified. The fact that certain behaviors occurred in the narcissist's upbringing does not excuse their continuation. Similarly, just because others adhere to specific cultural or religious norms, it doesn't strip away your right to reject those norms and follow your own beliefs. As a human being, your right to be treated with dignity, respect, and love remains unaltered, irrespective of cultural or religious norms other people follow and try to force upon you. The next tactic, often used by abusers, particularly those with narcissistic traits, involves excusing their behaviors by attributing them to alcohol, drugs, or stress. This is a cunning maneuver, as these external factors can indeed influence a person's actions. The prevalent portrayal of this narrative in media and films has almost made it a widely accepted belief. The goal is to make you believe that these external factors transform the narcissist into essentially a different person. They aim to convince you that it's unfair to hold the everyday narcissist responsible for actions carried out by this altered persona. The narcissist may say things like, "It's not who I normally am. The alcohol made me do it." Or, "I did not mean it. I am just under so much stress lately." They might even combine this tactic with blame shifting, saying things like, "You know how I get when I drink too much. It's your fault for not stopping me sooner." Or, "You know how much stress I am under, yet you continue to argue with me." Living in constant fear and uncertainty becomes a reality for you, as you never know when they'll explode again. Each time they start drinking, you may dread a potential abusive incident. This situation can leave you feeling hopeless. If you do nothing, they blame you for not stopping them from getting drunk. If you try to limit their alcohol consumption, they blow up, accusing you of hindering their enjoyment. They might even claim that alcohol is their only source of relaxation, implying that your opposition to drinking means you want them to stress out and mistreat you. It's a double bind where there's no winning for you. The truth is, neither alcohol nor stress inherently make a person abusive. They merely reduce inhibitions and bring forth what is already within the individual. If someone harbors anger and toxicity, that's what will manifest. Many individuals enjoy alcohol without becoming abusive, even when intoxicated. And others navigate stressful lives without mistreating their partners. The narcissist has the ability to choose responsible drinking and adopt more productive stress management methods, such as exercise, meditation, or engaging in hobbies. Taking active responsibility, seeking professional help, and making positive changes are all options within the narcissist's reach. However, the narcissist opts for the easy way out by using these external factors to escape accountability and avoid confronting their issues and past, because they are unwilling to put in the effort to become a better person. The last tactic is particularly devious and cunning. The narcissist tries to convince you that their harmful actions are for your benefit, asserting that they hurt you because they love and care about you deeply. They may even go so far as to suggest that hurting you causes them even more pain. But out of their immense love for you, they endure the suffering for your supposed benefit. In their twisted logic, you should actually thank them for the abuse, as it is a means to toughen you up. This could manifest in various forms, such as sabotaging careers they disapprove of or ruining relationships they deem unfit for you. They may say things like, "I did it because I care about you. It's for your own benefit and growth. Trust me, you'll thank me later." Or, "The world is a hard place and I'm teaching you to be strong." These statements can leave you feeling betrayed by someone who claims to care about and love you, causing a mix of confusion and disbelief as harm is framed as beneficial for you. The internal struggle intensifies as you grapple with the desire to believe in their care and love, coupled with the anger of being deeply hurt by their actions. The truth is, genuine care, love, and support do not involve causing harm. Framing abusive actions as beneficial is a manipulative tactic employed by narcissists to maintain control and protect their fragile ego. Positive growth and support can be achieved without resorting to harm. In fact, even the US Army recognizes the counterproductivity of harsh methods, as they have transitioned to a supportive and gentle approach in training. Drill sergeants are no longer allowed to use offensive language with soldiers. If the US Army is adopting a softer approach, narcissists and abusers have no ground to stand on when using this tactic to justify hurting you. Asserting that love hurts or claiming to give tough love is a distortion of true love. Genuine love is showing respect and acceptance for your choices and beliefs. You should be seen as an individual with your own rights, rather than being subjected to manipulation and pain to conform to the narcissist's desires, while they enjoy the freedom to act as they please. Recognizing these false excuses for what they truly are, manipulative tactics, will offer you a new perspective on the narcissist. They are not misunderstood individuals. Rather, they possess a twisted mindset in their interactions with others, prioritizing their emotions and the protection of their ego over your needs, wants, beliefs, and at times, even your life. It is crucial to understand that they are not genuinely interested in changing, as their current behavior serves their needs. Learn more about narcissism by watching the video suggested to you right now.